This is Morbius, or as I like to call it, one of the greatest cinematic masterpieces of our time. And I know the rest of the world agrees with me because hashtag Morbius sweep has been trending on Twitter for the past, and I kid you not, 10 days ever since the movie's launch. So I decided to go through and find some of the funniest Morbius sweep memes in existence. And let me just say that they did not fall short. And by the way guys, I do have a contract with Sony which basically states that if you've watched Morbius, you are legally obligated to subscribe. I'm sorry, they threatened to break my kneecaps if I didn't agree. I have no choice. Just please do it so the mafia doesn't come after me. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the video. When Morbius beats up the bad guys in the subway and hoodie, it said, "You guys suck harder than blood."
Me, man. That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
True! True, I love the scene. Chat, I remember the scene so vividly. It was like, Morbius said something like this. Morbius was like, "You suck harder than blood." I can't find my effing seat at the showing of Morbius. Chat, I can relate. When I go up on stage, as I do, this happens. This happens. I'll be standing, I've been to this stage. This was in North Carolina. I've been right here. I was standing right here. And this crowd was here and they're all cheering for me. But instead of actually doing anything, I just stood there and said, hashtag Morbius sweep, hashtag Morbius sweep, hashtag Morbius sweep, over and over and over again. And that was enough. The crowd loved me. They couldn't get enough of me. It was really, really something. Morbius rhymes with box office sweep. You know, now that I think about it, you know, you've convinced me. I wasn't convinced before, but in the 3 seconds that I've thought about this, I've been like, yeah, it does. My wedding day. Me seeing the hit film Morbius starring Jared Leto now in theaters April 1st, 2022. This is pretty funny. And it's true. If you didn't go to Morbius, like I said, haven't technically seen Morbius, but I just know that it was like a masterpiece enough to the point where like you had to go in some kind of formal attire. You can't just show up looking like a sleaze like you would on your wedding day. Your wedding day is fine. You already know your fiance, should-be wife. You already know your family. Morbius made $5.7 as Thursday box office previews. I think you're missing something here. You're missing the billion. Close to perfect message, I will say. This message is almost there. You left out billion after the 5.7. Just let him know his mistake really fast. Pipe containing 1 trillion tickets. Morbius, and then Sonic 2 is getting a little bit of a drip, a little bit of tap water coming out of the side. And then there's someone here who apparently is a Morbius denier, who says wake up to reality and shows Sonic the Hedgehog destroying Morbius. Which we just know, like, we know is fantasy. Like, I know Morbius is based in a fictional world of Marvel Cinematic Universe. Sorry to break it to you, chat. But, like, there's no universe where Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is better than Morbius. Like, come on. We all know it's not. First R/place Merle to take up the entire canvas. And it's... and it's just more... it's just Morbius stretching the entire screen. Honestly, goated. Goated. I know this happened because I was there. I saw this. And I contributed. Birth of my birth of my first child. But this is proper attire for, like I already said, this is proper attire for Morbius. You're gonna see Morbius, you gotta dress up a little bit. Me watching Morbius, I had to stand to applaud. Yeah, no, you do. I haven't watched the movie. I technically haven't watched the movie, but I don't need to watch it to know that it's just a masterpiece. So I understand. And actually, I'll stand with you. I'll stand with you in solidarity. Morbius, all the way, baby. That's my movie we're talking about. It's my movie. Marvel's Morbius is the first film in history to sell 17 more billion tickets. It's so funny to me. Like, it's obvious. Like, obviously it is. Like, this is obviously one of the greatest movies that exists. It is crazy to me that this sold 17 more billion tickets. Because I think, hang on, let me do some quick math really fast. Yeah, got it. If I'm not mistaken, that is the equivalent of 13 quadrillion billion trillion Earth dollars. So that makes a lot of sense. They're laughing at us, John. After all these years making Morbius, they don't even go to see it. They just laugh at us on Twitter. They made a trend, John, a hashtag. Hashtag Morbius sweep, John. We were supposed to sweep. John's in some serious trouble. But I think the real victim here is this guy. Because he's obviously hasn't realized that hashtag Morbius sweep stands for all that Morbius is. Stands for Morbius and its greatness and its glory as a whole. This guy's obviously a tiny bit off in his ideals about what Morbius sweep means, because he seems to think that we're insulting him. When no, it's the farthest thing from it. We're praising you. We're praising you. We're buying all the tickets. We're doing everything we can to support you because you have created a legend. and a miracle. Doctor said I've been watching too many vampire movies. I said, sorry, Doc. I guess I'm just Morbiously obese. Hashtag Morbius in theaters now. And honestly, the doctor deserved it. Because when he said vampire movies, he obviously had Morbius in mind. So it's pretty clear that he's anti-Morbius. So honestly, I think in this tweet, you should have dropped his app so we could all leave hate. The Academy strips Will Smith of Oscar, gives it to Jared Leto instead. Well deserved. Will Smith, what did he do this year besides slap Chris Rock? What did Jared Leto do? I'll tell you what he did. He made one of the best Marvel movies of all time. No. Best movies of all time. Will Smith? Zip. Flash in the pan, done nothing. Morbius? Changed our lives. The world we live in will never be the same.